What's up, homie? I really like your song Leap Year.
Yeah, I was thinking like maybe I should, maybe I should make another hip hop EP.
No, make more songs like Leap Year.
No, no, I'm gonna do it. Like, fuck it, man. I'll just do it.
the bass and lay low on the channel. Turn up the bass and lay low on the channel. Turn up the bass and lay low on the channel. Turn up the bass and lay low on the channel. Turn up the bass and lay low on the channel. Turn up the bass and lay low on the channel. Turn up the bass and lay low on the channel. Turn up the bass and lay low on the channel. Turn up the bass and lay low on the channel. Turn up the bass and lay low on the chapel. Turn up the bass and lay low on the chapel. Turn up the bass and lay low on the chapel. Turn up the bass and lay low on the chapel.
Turn up the bass and lay low on the chapel. Turn up the bass and lay low on the chapel.
Turn up the bass and lay low on the chapel. Turn up the bass and lay low on the chapel.
Hello.
Kumusta ka there, pare?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Can you hear me very clearly?
Yeah, your sound is excellent, bro.
Awesome, awesome. How are you, by the way, Coach G?
Mabuti naman. Everything's good, just a lot of exciting things going on. So, yeah, each and every day you got to wake up feeling excited and passionate.
Awesome. Okay. So before we begin, I would like to make some quick shout outs here for those of the community who are live, So I want to make a shout out to the following early birds: Cornelius V, one of my OGs. Hello. Sian Orpilla. Good evening, brother. Ken, hello. Relly G, Josh Alivoso. Hello, 8Chain. James Saden, Franzel Garcia. We have Koki Dimla. Hello. Kalbugang Gaming. What's up? Dark Ninja. Jonathan Kwan. Hello again. Okay. Chris Braun. Miguel Noli. And so on. Okay. So I think we're all set right now, Coach G. So yeah, are you ready?
Let's do it, brother. Let's get it on.
Okay, so we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good day, good afternoon, good evening to all of you, wherever you are in the world. So once again, this is yours truly, Jeff Caceres, also known as Nomad Fury, and we're back again for another live AMA. So our special guest for tonight is no other than the CEO of 8Chain, Mr. Coach G. So welcome to the show. Hello.
Yes, maraming salamat there, pare, and super excited to be here, and yeah, especially with the Nomad Fury community. So exciting times.
All right. And also, I would like to say hello to all of our subscribers and viewers who are tuning in live today. We are going to learn more about 8Chain coming from the CEO himself. So whether if you haven't heard about this or you just see it in your timeline or you're just simply supporting it already, so this one's for you. So we got to learn more about it, okay? So Coach G, are we all set?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so I'm giving you the floor right now, Coach G, to introduce a bit on what 8Chain is all about.
Yeah, sure. 8Chain is a project that, we conceived about a year and a half ago. And the main reason behind it was, myself and all the other co-founders, we were all locked up inside our condos, due to the pandemic and everything. And, we were having these Zoom meetings and stuff. And, at that time, we started to discuss amongst ourselves about why don't we start building a project? And one of the things that we had started to notice was so many foreign companies were hiring the Filipinos to build their blockchain projects. So, we were talking amongst each other and we said, well, why don't we just build something ourselves? Why do we have to wait for the foreigners to come in here to hire us to build something? Why don't we create something right here in the Philippines? And so we started to come up with a concept for it. And we said, okay, so what would we actually like to do? And, when we started to look at, what was happening in the play to earn industry, of course, Axie Infinity was shooting off at that time, Peg Axie, a couple others, but we started to notice, problems with those projects as well. So, one of the things that we said was, well, how can we improve on what other people are doing? How can we do something that can really make a difference in the Web3 space? So we started to identify, certain communities, and the concept came up, well, why are we targeting just one community? Why are we not trying to bring everybody into this space? And it was a great idea. We said, well, yeah, that's awesome. So many of these projects are only focusing on one industry, but nobody is focusing on trying to bring everybody into the Web3 space. So we started to come up with the idea of, let's start building projects that cater to so many different industries. However, let's only use one governance token to oversee all 8 projects. So when we started to write down which projects that we were going to do, it was like, of course, at the time of the pandemic, health was a big thing. And we wanted to do something to excite people that once the pandemic was getting over, to get people out of the house again, get people off the sofa, stop watching the Netflix, go outside, start enjoying life again. So many people realized that your health was everything, and I think it was really highlighted during the pandemic that without your health, you have nothing. So we started to conceive an idea. Okay, our first project, why don't we target the fitness and the workout industry? Why don't we build something to where, if people go outside and do a little bit of exercise, they can earn a little bit of cryptocurrency. So the idea was great. But then we started to come up with, well, what about the other communities? What other communities do we really want to make a real world impact with? So we started to think about, the art community, the people in the creative industry. So we said, why don't we build a project, with NFT art collection? So we started to build our chains. We said, okay, we got the fitness industry. Okay, now we've got the art and the creative industry. So then we started to think, well, what about the finance industry? We're all working in finance and everything. So why are we not trying to create a project that can maybe cater to the people into finance? And so that was like, okay, so we have our next chain. Then when it came down, what about the gaming industry? We were seeing how much success that people were having with the game. So we said, let's go ahead and add that to our list of projects to build as well. And then we started looking at the mining and the farming industry. And we said, people want to be able to earn crypto, but a lot of people can't, actually afford mining rigs. They can't afford to do these things. So let's create a project in the future that will cater to those guys. And then, we started to look at the leisure industry as well. People that like to play casino style games and stuff. So we really wanted to start building different projects for everybody. And then we looked at the virtual community for the entertainment industry. And then of course, the ultimate goal is to make a impact, but also to bring everybody with us on this journey to be able to make an entry into the metaverse, because we know that within the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to have this really big digital disruption, and a lot of people are not going to be prepared for it. So when we came up with the idea, we said, okay, so we've got 8 different projects that we would like to build over the next 8 years. And then when we started to look at everybody that was involved in the project, we had 8 co-founders. So the number 8 really became relevant in everything that we were doing. And that's when the idea came up, 8Chain. Each project is a chain. So we're going to connect one project to the next project to the next project. And one of the problems that we started to identify, in the very beginning was so many of these projects, they had a limited amount of governance tokens, but then they had like a huge amount of utility tokens. And eventually it just devalued their governance token and people just stopped playing the games. People stopped saying, you know what, I was making 500 pesos a day doing this. Now I'm only making 20 pesos a day. So it's not even worth my time. So we identified that problem and we said, yeah, you cannot have a limited supply of governance token and then an unlimited supply of utility tokens. Eventually something's going to devalue something. So we said, yeah, we're going to come up with a governance token that can be used across all 8 projects. So whatever you earned in one project, you would be able to utilize it in the next project as well. So when we came up with that idea, we said, well, how many governance tokens do we want to create in order to foresee these projects? So of course we came up with 888 million because why? The number 8 started to just really show up. And of course, being in Asia, with it being infinity, good luck and everything, 8Chain started to be born. And we started to look at the passion that we were building, and we were going to do something right here from the Philippines. We were going to be able to start building a project that could showcase not only the skills of the people here in the Philippines, but also to change the perception of the projects that are being built here. Not every project that is being built is a rug pull or a scam or anything like that. There is a lot of great people that are developing projects here. So we wanted to be able to showcase that. And we wanted to be able to say, yeah, we want to be one of the flagship projects that are representing the Philippines and putting us on the global stage. So that's kind of a little bit of a history on how 8Chain was started. And when I look back a year and a half later, it's just amazing on how we took an idea and a vision and we've started to slowly turn it into a reality. So it's truly exciting because so many people are interested in what we're building here and they really see the potential of what it is that we're doing. Because when you look at so many projects, they put all their eggs in one basket. They say, okay, yep, we're going to target this industry. If it works, that's fine. If it doesn't, you never hear from these people ever again. We wanted to have something that had sustainability and scalability, and we wanted to be able to build something for the long term. This is not a trend in what we're trying to build. We are trying to plant trees today so future generations can enjoy the shade. And that's what we're trying to build here. And to have the passion to be able to start a project like this, and especially right here within the Philippines, it's just an amazing thing, and I'm just so happy that I'm surrounded by so many like-minded people who wanted to build a project of this magnitude and also understand that we're doing something that nobody else is doing. We are building something that has the sustainability and can be here for the long term. But at the same time, we're building something for everybody. And that's what we believe here, transforming lives one chain at a time with no one left behind. We do not want to leave anybody behind. We want to build a project that somebody can look at and say, yeah, I like that one project. You may not like the other 7 projects, but we may build a project that you really like, which means, yeah, you see the value in what it is that we're trying to do for the people. So I hope that kind of answers your question a little bit on how 8Chain was started and why it came about.
Awesome. That's really awesome for us to hear more about 8Chain. So thank you so much for that, Coach G, for that wonderful introduction regarding 8Chain. And of course, before we head over to the next question, I would like to remind the community about the giveaway. So the best question for the AMA session will take home $100 worth of MaxRep Mystery Box NFT. And of course, the consolation prizes will be given away to the other 4 winners. Of course, that's related to the AMA questions. And those and that mystery consolation prize will be revealed at the end of this AMA. Okay. Now, let's move on to our next question, Coach G. Before you have developed and created 8Chain, I know that we had a little bit of history on how we got introduced, into the crypto and blockchain. So could you share yours on how you got started into this and why are you pursuing this industry?
Okay, yeah, that's an awesome question. And yeah, for me, I worked cybersecurity for 30 years with the US government, with the Department of Defense. So the thing is, we started to investigate a lot of things that were happening in the crypto space as early as back in 2011, before Bitcoin really started to garner a lot more attention and stuff. But everybody that was working in my industry, we really seen the technology of what was being built. We seen that it was such early stages of this that so many people are questioning, what is it? And yeah, of course, there was a lot of scams. There was a lot of things that were going on in the early stages of it. Of course, we were investigating a lot of those crimes and, people, but at the time, a lot of people didn't understand what blockchain technology was. And all the tech people and everybody that was involved with it, we were like, you know what, this is one of the greatest inventions of all time. This is something that can really keep things honest and it can be used for a lot of great things. So, when we started to look at how the future could be shaped behind blockchain technology, it really excited a lot of us that were working in that field. And we looked at it as, if you don't adapt to technology, you become irrelevant. And this is going to be technology that is really going to change generations. And so at that time, yes, it was work as far as learning about the blockchain, learning about how people were manipulating it, how people were doing things. But at the same time, I started to look at the passion behind it. In 2019, I started getting more and more involved in the crypto space from a personal point of view. And of course, not only making investments and, learning about the space, through all these years. But the pandemic was something that kind of really accelerated my plans. I was able to retire early. I retired at the age of 48 after 30 years. And I wanted to be able to stay home all the time. So living here in the Philippines, it was something that, okay, I'm retired now. So what is it that I can do in this crypto space to really add value to so many people? And that's when I started to make the connections and started to reach out to the people here in the Philippines who were building some of these blockchain projects and some of the people that were involved in the crypto industry here. And yeah, I started to strike up these friendships and stuff. And we all started to share the same vision of what it is that we wanted to do. We really wanted to be able to say, if we adopt this technology early and we can educate people about this, and especially here in the Philippines, then we really stand a chance of being one of the forerunners in the Web3 space in the future. We can honestly be on the same page as Singapore, Dubai, and some of these other countries, because whoever adopts this technology first is going to be leading the way for other countries in the future. And I honestly believe that. So once I retired, I really wanted to start pursuing my passions. And I really wanted to be able to say, I want to be part of that. I want to be able to build something in the Web3 space that is going to make a generational change. This is going to be something that is going to leave a long lasting legacy. And for the people that are coming behind us, we're laying the foundation for people. And to me, that's exciting because when you look at any of the big tech companies, you look at any of these people, when they first started in the very beginning, a lot of people were like, we have no idea what it is you guys are doing. But then when you look many years later, everybody is utilizing what they were building at that time. When you look at the internet, you look at mobile devices, smartphones, you look at tablets, you look at all this. So many people in the beginning, they didn't understand it, but they didn't want to adapt to the technology. And I always like to share a quick story with people, when I was in Singapore back in 2007, and I can remember when the iPhone first came out, I spent like $1,300 to buy that. And all my colleagues and everybody, they said, you know what, you're crazy. Why would you spend it? I got a Nokia, I got a Motorola right here. And I said, yeah, but I'm learning about what's coming in the future. At that time, the internet was still dial-up modems. You only got on the internet when you went to the house, dialed up, got online. But I seen that mobile computing was also going to become a big thing in the future. So I really wanted to start investing in trying to learn about the technology behind this. And then what's funny is, years later, all those same colleagues, start saying, hey, can you teach me how to do this? How do you do this? I said, I tried to tell you guys this years ago, but you didn't want to listen. The point that I'm making is you look at Nokia, you look at Motorola, you look at BlackBerry, you look at all these big companies back then, they were at the top of the mountain. They never thought that somebody would be able to knock them off that mountaintop. They failed to adapt to technology. Apple, Samsung, these companies embraced it. And it's the same thing with blockchain technology today. If you don't embrace this, it's really going to make you irrelevant in the future, and you're going to have a difficult time. So being one of the early adopters of this, we have a huge responsibility on trying to educate people about the space and about the projects that are being built. And for me, that's one of the things that we're passionate about at 8Chain is whether or not somebody decides to come on board with 8Chain, as long as we were able to add value to the space and we were able to educate people about the space, then we feel that part of our mission has been fulfilled, because the communities are everything. Without the communities, you have no project. Without the learning, you don't make any progress. And you learn from your communities. And that's the great thing about the Web3 space is the communities are really able to share so many brilliant ideas to help make your projects a reality. So yeah, so that's just a little bit of a story on how I got into the crypto space and a little bit about my prior background.
Awesome. That's really awesome to share, on how you got started into this space before you guys created 8Chain. So thank you so much for that. Okay, let's go back now to what 8Chain is really all about. So I see that 8Chain is 8-in-1, right? That's 8-in-1. So could you summarize what composed of these 8 projects that you have under 8Chain? Just summarize it.
Yeah, it's just building 8 projects utilizing one token across all 8 platforms. I talked briefly about it earlier. We wanted to tap 8 different industries. So that is the reason we wanted to be able to diversify. We wanted to be able to build things for different communities. We didn't want to just focus on one community and say, okay, yeah, we're just with the gaming community. We're going to forget about everybody else. We feel that that's not allowing us to fulfill the mission that we're trying to do here. And that's bring everybody or bring as many people into this Web3 space as we can. The way we do that is we start by building projects that maybe resonate with you, not just one project. But the great thing is we wanted to be able to give people the ability to grow with us from project to project as well. So let's say you decided to get into the fitness industry with the app that we created and start doing that. But then all of a sudden, maybe you're into the NFT art collection or you're into the 8Chain staking. You're able to utilize whatever 8Chain tokens that you earned from the first project or the second project or the third project across all 8 platforms. And that's something that we wanted to do. We wanted to keep the process simplified. So many of these other projects, sometimes you have to go to this website, you have to go to a bridge, you have to be able to convert this into this. We wanted to avoid all that. In actuality, we wanted to keep it simple for the end user. We didn't really want to build anything that was so complicated to where people were getting frustrated. And if you've ever had to deal with any of those bridges and, it can really be a headache at times, So that's kind of a little bit about the 8-in-1 project.
Awesome. Okay, so at least have you shared to us, summarizing the 8-in-1 inside the 8Chains. Okay. And of course, I did mention about the MaxRep, right? So we will be having a giveaway to the community about MaxRep, but I know that some of them right here have no idea on what MaxRep is all about. So my question for you is, what is the special use case of your MaxRep NFTs in 8Chain, and why is it worth owning that NFT in the long term and not like most NFTs that are just being flipped for a quick buck?
Yeah, that's a great question, man. And when we started to come up with the idea to build MaxRep, this started almost a year and a half ago once we started to get everything into play. And when we started to look at it, we said, we want to be able to create an app to where people could walk, run, or bike and be able to earn cryptocurrency. We wanted to be able to say, okay, now tourism is opening back up. How cool is it for you to be able to maybe go take a tour, launch the app, throw it in your backpack, and earn a little bit of cryptocurrency while you're walking around seeing the sights? We wanted to be able to do something that was simplified, but at the same time, it encouraged people to get out and exercise. And yeah, when you look at like some of the other projects that are out there, like Steppen, Callow Run, and some of these other projects that are on the market, we conceived this idea almost a year and a half ago. And yeah, we were not the first to be able to launch our app, but that's okay because our mission here is to not rush something. We want to make sure that we're building something and we're building it right. So when I look back at it, I'm like, we're not here to compete with people. We're here to collaborate with people. But one of the things that made MaxRep really unique was when we were looking at what everybody else was doing, we said we're going to give people the whole entire workout attire, and we're going to focus on the lower half of the body for the NFTs. Right now, we're looking at all the NFT projects. Everybody was creating the top portion. Bored Apes, CryptoPunks, you look at all these things that are going on. Yeah, it was just the top half of the body. So we wanted to be able to say, okay, let's give people the workout shirt. Let's give people the workout shorts and the shoes. Basically 3 in 1. So you were going to get an NFT that was going to have, just like if you were going to go to the gym and work out. So when we came up with that idea, we said, yeah, nobody else is doing that. Nobody else is giving you the whole lower half of the body. And then we started to look at it even further. We said, well, what happens in the future if we have interoperability to where people can migrate the top portion of their NFT and in conjunction with the lower half of the NFTs? That's a great possibility. And that's something that we look forward to also building and creating as well. But it also gave us a chance to showcase some of the Filipino artists here. So when we started to design our NFTs, yeah, we had some very, very talented Filipino artists design these. And if you look at how our NFTs and stuff look, I mean, they're pretty amazing, and they don't look like something a 3-year-old drew. You can really tell that people put a lot of work into this. And not only that, we also were able to say, let's give it a little bit of Pinoy pride. Let's be able to showcase an NFT that maybe has the Filipino flags, the colors, and integrate that into the NFTs as well. Because we're very proud of this project that it's originating from the Philippines. So when we started to look at our NFTs and we started to come up with our designs, we said, yeah, that's an amazing thing. And when we started to have some of the PBA players start coming on board with us, it was about creating some custom line NFTs, legend lines. And so when we started to look at that, we said, yeah, that's awesome. So some of these people that are playing the game, yeah, why not create a Legends line NFT strictly for those guys to where, yeah, it also showcases something that they're doing. So we were excited about that. We had Ren Ritualo, we got Kid Montabo, we got Jeff Chan, we got these guys that have come on board with 8Chain. And yeah, they're also excited about having their own Legends line NFT as well. So when you start looking at what it is that we're building with the NFT line, yeah, first and foremost, we made it affordable. When we did our Genesis NFT launch, we launched it at 88 USDT. And the reason that we did that was we looked at the demographics of where we are. How is it that we can charge people 50,000 pesos and above, something that goes maybe all the way up to $100,000? How can people realistically buy that? You cannot. That means you're only catering to people who have money. So when we looked at the demographics, especially here in the Philippines and also some of the other Asian countries around here, that's a lot of money to be able to say, yeah, I'm going to buy a 50,000 peso NFT, or I'm going to buy, a 3 million peso NFT or whatever. So we wanted to be able to keep the NFTs affordable for people. So when we launched it, yeah, it was like around 4,000 peso. And the reason that we did that was not only do we wanted to make it affordable, but we also wanted to be able to give people an affordable gateway into this community. In order to be able to utilize the MaxRep app, yeah, you have to have the NFT. So if we want people to utilize the app, then we have to make the NFTs affordable for people. You have to put your mission and vision first. What is it that you're truly trying to accomplish here? Are you really trying to make an impact? Are you really trying to reach as many people? If you are, then you will not price yourself out of the market. You will honestly look at where you're located and say, what is it that people can honestly afford? And how is it that some of these athletes who are training every day, how can they come up with that big sum of money? So that was the first and foremost. So we feel that our NFTs give us an edge because, first of all, it's affordable. You're also getting the lower half of the NFTs. And in the future, if we're able to integrate the interoperability to where people can take the top portion and blend it with the lower portion, that's awesome as well. But also some of the other, real world industries, have started to look at how they can utilize the MaxRep NFTs, possibly putting their logos and stuff on there as well. These are things that we're excited about, but we always go back to the reason why we started to build this, to make an impact and make it affordable for people. We want to be able to expose as many people to MaxRep. We want people to have a healthy lifestyle, and we want people to be able to be rewarded for that. So stronger, healthier, and wealthier is at the forefront of what MaxRep is. Your health is your friend until the end. Your health is not a trend. This is something that without it, you have nothing. So we wanted to be able to say, let's focus on that first, and then we will move on to the next project. But the great thing about MaxRep is it can be utilized anywhere. Let's say a couple of weeks ago, I was in IKEA. I said, you know what? This is a big store. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to launch this MaxRep, throw it in my pocket, and I'm going to walk around in here with my wife, and we're going to look at these showrooms. We're going to do a little bit of shopping. We're going to do all that. About 2.5 hours later, when I actually finished walking through that massive store, I had already met the daily challenges in MaxRep. And I looked at it, I'm like, wow, I already earned a little bit of cryptocurrency while I was just walking around in IKEA. And I'm like, how cool is that? For people that are really into like having this on their phone, being able to take it with them anywhere they go and just be able to utilize it. Let's say, you're getting ready to take a trip. You get to the airports, you decide you want to launch the app, you're walking from gate to gate, you're going from, wherever. Earn a little bit of cryptocurrency while you're doing it. So to me, it's really exciting. And I really think that MaxRep is really going to be able to give people an affordable entry into this space, but also to reward them for being healthy. And that's what we want to do before we move on to the next project. So.
Awesome. That is really awesome for us to hear, about those special use cases of the MaxRep NFT and why it's worth owning it in the long term rather than just going for a quick flip, just like the other NFTs that we have seen in this space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So,
and the thing is, we really want people to make a personal connection with their NFTs. This is like something that not only do you value, but it's something that you hold on to. But at the same time, it's something that can go up in value, of course. But that's not what the goal here is. The goal here is for you to be able to make a personal connection with your NFT. And that's why one of the things that we're planning to do is, there's going to be like a little dry cleaning service with your NFT, which means, it not only does it add utility functions, but it also helps offset token inflation and stuff as well. But it's just like if you go to the gym after you finish exercising, you need to wash your clothes, you need to take care of your shoes. We want people to be able to make that real world connection also with their NFT as well. And like I said, and that's just the first project that we're building with NFT, with MaxRep. So.
Awesome. That's really awesome. Okay. Thank you very much for that, Coach G. So this wraps up our Q&A portion because the next 30 minutes, we'll be focusing on the AMA with the committee. So let's head over to the live chat. So there are so many questions here right now. So I want to go one by one. All right. Let's see. Okay. So just a reminder to you guys, the best question will take home $100 worth of MaxRep mystery box NFT. Okay, so that's one winner, and of course, the 4 winners, of course, same with AMA questions, will take home a mystery consolation prize, in which I will be revealing it to you guys before the end of this AMA. Okay, Now, let's entertain the questions. Let's see. By the way, guys, picking your question right now doesn't mean that you're already the winner, because the team are the ones who are going to decide, which ones are going to be, which ones are deserving to be the winners, especially the grand prize winner. Okay. So, first question coming from Kalbugang Gaming. So, his question for you, Coach G, and I quote, does 8Chain consider the safety of their community by working out or doing certic audit to protect their users? And how could you prevent this risk or exploit?
Yeah, that's a great question. And yeah, audits are something that we definitely are looking into as well because, yeah, being retired cybersecurity, I take that serious. And the thing is, yeah, we have our own auditor internally, but we're getting ready to launch everything. We're already on our pre-sale on Unicrypt, and we're also looking at using them to also provide an audit. But yeah, we also want to be able to do certics as well. But the thing is, yeah, we're going to have to, get more resources in the future. Certix is very, very expensive. We're not Google, we're not Apple, we're not these big tech companies and stuff. We're still building during the bear markets, and yeah, we're still here. But yeah, definitely that is something that we're going to do is make sure that we have the audits and stuff. Because we want to make sure we dot our I's and cross our T's. And also we want to be able to protect our communities and stuff. Every member here at 8Chain, not only are we fully doxxed and stuff, but we do not hide who we are. You can go to our website, you can go to our communities and stuff. We're very, very visible. A lot of our guys are also public figures, also here in the Philippines as well. And yeah, it's something that we take serious, and we want to make sure that we're building a project that not only do people have trust in, but they can go to bed at night knowing, yeah, it's a great project that they're looking into. But it's like everything else, people have to do their own due diligence and stuff. We don't force anybody to come on board with 8Chain. It's something that we really want people to read about, learn about. And yeah, if it's something that resonates with you and you feel that we're building a project that really is going to be able to add a lot of value to the crypto space and everything else, yeah, then we welcome people that want to come on board and, yeah, contribute to the project and also be part of what we're building here. But yeah, as far as cybersecurity and stuff like that, that is something as not only the CEO of the company and stuff, I want to make sure that everything is covered. So yeah, we will probably do the first audit. We'll probably be done with Unicrypt because it's a little bit more affordable for us to do. But then, yeah, as we're continuing to build these projects and stuff, and we have more assets and more funding, yeah, definitely Certix is one of the top companies on, to do these audits. And I would love to have their certification and stuff as well, because yeah, it gives you a lot of trust and faith into the projects and also to the people that are here. So great question.
Awesome. So hopefully that answers your question, Kalbugang Gaming. So thank you so much. Okay, next question coming from Benito Mendoza. His question for you, and I quote, how much can you earn from Activate to Earn on MaxRep?
Well, that's the thing, and yeah, you would be able to meet the daily challenges. But here's the thing, depending on what NFT you hold, you would actually earn a little bit more than other people as well. We have 8 different rarities of the NFT. So depending on which NFT you have, yeah, it would allow you to earn a little bit more than the other people. The other thing that we're also looking at trying to do is also implement the leaderboards to where, yeah, if you show up in the leaderboards for, let's say, the weekly and the monthly challenges as well, maybe you would earn a little bit of an extra bonus 8Chain token as well. So yeah, a lot of it's going to dictate as far as, what the token value is going to be on the market and stuff. But the thing is, yeah, we have to be able to cap people, but we want to make sure that people are doing the exercise. We want to make sure that people are doing what they're doing with MaxRep. And that's important to us because, yeah, we're trying to promote people to do a healthy lifestyle and stuff. But as far as how much you could actually earn right now, yeah, I cannot give you an exact figure until we actually launch the token and then we know exactly, yeah, what the market value is going to be and then how much you're going to be able to earn. Yeah, and then from there, but I'm thinking it's going to be probably close to around 300 8Chain tokens if you complete the challenges. So that's kind of where we're at right now.
All right. So hopefully that answers your question, Benito Mendoza. Thank you so much. Okay. This next question, of course, this is a very simple question coming from Snowcone. He asked you, Are you hiring?
Well, Snow Cone, that's a great question and stuff. And yeah, I mean, as far as 8Chain, I mean, we have a pretty big team, honestly. We have people that are in the US. We have people in Japan as well. So we do have people, scattered around. When we first started on this, I mean, our tech team pretty much runs out of Cebu as well. We have a lot of guys that are there. But our blockchain developer was actually in the US and stuff, in San Francisco. So yeah, we were all over the place. But as far as actually hiring and stuff, yeah, I mean, that's something that, we will probably, as we continue to grow, yeah, we're going to have more opportunities for people to be able to join the 8Chain team. So that's something that we're excited about because, yeah, not only do we want to be able to create a project, but we also want to be able to sustain the projects. And like I said in the beginning, we're planning to build 7 additional projects after this. So if people have a certain amount of skill set and people feel that, yeah, I can really help you guys with these projects and stuff, definitely interact with us through the communities. That way, yeah, we have an HR. We do have a corporate secretary. So we do have people that handle stuff like that. So yeah, somebody wanted to submit their resumes or anything like that. Yeah, our HR, and then of course, people at all the other co-founders, yeah, we'll take that into consideration and see, yeah, we could really maybe utilize this person on our next project. And that's the great thing, in order for us to continue to build these projects over the next 8 years, it's going to take a lot of people, not just the people that we currently have, because each project is going to bring its own set of problems and it's also going to bring its own technology with it. So of course, yeah, we're going to have to bring additional people into 8Chain to build these projects. So great question, Snow Cone, and join our communities. And yeah, you never know what could happen.
Yeah, indeed. So hopefully this answers your question, Snow Kun. Okay. So thank you so much for that. By the way, before we head over to the next question, I see that you have mentioned Cebu, right? You have the tech team over there.
Yeah, we also have a couple of partners in Cebu as well. We have the Stay Fit family as one of the big gyms there in Cebu. So yeah, so it's nice to partner up with some of the gyms. They're also excited about MaxRep as well because yeah, they want to be able to not only continue with their business but also be able to promote things within the Web3 space and stuff. But yeah, a lot of the tech team that we have is running out of Cebu. Of course, the majority of us are here in Metro Manila and stuff, but that's the power of technology. It bridges the gaps. It brings us all online. And, Cebu has a lot of very talented, people within the Web3 space. A lot of great projects are coming out of Cebu. And there's a reason that a lot of the foreign companies are hiring a lot of the people out of Cebu, but also elsewhere in the Philippines as well, especially in Manila.
Awesome. Because in a few days from now, I'll be heading over to Cebu City, in which I will be hosting and organizing a year-end meet up there with the blockchain community, of course, the Cebu Blockchain Group. So by the way, shout out to the Cebu Blockchain Group. So they are one of the official partners of 8Chain, by the way. Okay, so yours truly, I'm the co-founder of the Cebu Blockchain Group. Okay. So hopefully, those tech team out there who are there in Cebu, maybe they could have time to attend our year-end meetup this coming 17th.
Yeah, for sure. Get out there, enjoy these IRL events, and that's the great thing about these Web3 spaces. I mean, we just finished up the Philippine Web3 Summit. We were also part of the Blockchain Week as well, so we were community sponsors for both events. So it was great because I highly encourage people, if you have an opportunity to attend any of these events, please do so. You learn so much from the community, and it is so great to be surrounded by like-minded people that truly understand what is happening today. And you would never know that we're in a bear market right now. The excitement that everybody has is just unbelievable. And that is the great thing about this space. We're still building when other people are giving up. Don't give up. Start learning more. This is the perfect opportunity for people to really get involved into this community and stuff. And when you start doing your homework and you start seeing that so many of these big companies are starting to invest so much money into the metaverse, the blockchain technology, NFTs, everything, there's a reason for that. And this is going to become a reality. So I highly encourage people, please attend these events. You will learn so much, but you will also get to meet a lot of great people. And What's funny is you run into a lot of these people from event to event, and it's just like one big happy family. It's like, wow, I haven't seen you since this event. Wow, I haven't seen you since this event. But the exciting thing is you also get to see how much progress that they've made toward building their projects. And I think that is just worth the price of the admission alone. It's just to be able to see, wow, last time we met up, you were just starting this. Today it's become a reality. And that's what I love about those events. You get to see how far people have progressed with their projects. So definitely attend any event you get an opportunity to.
Awesome. That's really awesome. So guys, if you're watching right now who are in Cebu, so hopefully we will be seeing you on the 17th, 6 p.m. at the End Space Cebu for our year and the Web3 meetup. Okay. And of course, you have mentioned about the bear market. So this leads me to the next question, Coach G. Okay. So let's see right here about the bear market. I think I have seen a question here. I think I have passed. Oh, okay. Maybe I will get into that later on. Okay. Coming from let's see, a Luffy Man. Before we head over to the bear market, because I think it was already passed, you know, because the live chat is flooding. Okay. Apologies for that. So from Luffy Man, his question, and I quote, does MaxRep app works even with the minimum data on my phone? Does it require a certain Mbps speed or internet connectivity?
Here's the great thing about the MaxRep. You can actually launch it and not have any internet connection, and it will track your steps. It will do everything. And then the moment that you connect back up online, all your steps, everything that you had taken will sync up to the cloud and to the servers and stuff. So a lot of times, you know, for me, I don't like distractions. So when I wake up in the morning, if I'm going to utilize the MaxRep, I'll launch the app, turn the data off, go out, let it track my steps, do everything I need to do. And then when I come back, take a shower, get myself ready, connect back up to the internet, everything syncs back up. And then, yeah, I'm accredited with what I did for my exercise that morning.
All right. So hopefully that answers your question, Luffy Man. Okay. So thank you so much for that.
And that's one thing that we had to take into consideration is, you know, some places the internet is very, very spotty. So, you know, we didn't want to delay somebody being able to work out and not be able to earn, you know. So when we looked at that, we said, yeah, we need the app to be able to run in the background to where, yeah, if you lose your internet connection or whatever, it's okay. It'll still track your steps. It'll do what it's supposed to do. And then when you get your connection back, let it resync up to the server, to the cloud. And that way you get credited for your workout and stuff. So we had to take that into consideration because, yeah, certain places the internet's good. Other places the internet's not so good.
Awesome. That's really awesome. And okay, I've already found that question regarding the, you know, what you call this, the bear market. Okay. So coming from Kevin Nguyen, so his question, and I quote, why is the 8Chain project doing the pre-sale at the current downtrend? When will pre-sale gonna be? I think the pre-sale is ongoing, right? And how do I join?
Yeah, the thing is, you know, the reason that we wanted to do this was first and foremost, yeah, everybody knows it's a bear market, but it doesn't stop people that are passionate about building these projects and launching these projects. The reason for that is we want to honor our word and we want to honor our integrity. We said that we would release the token this year. We said that we would release MaxRep, which is our first project this year. We want to honor our word and our integrity. We want to be able to say, you know what, this is what we said that we were going to do in the beginning. And now we're delivering on that. So whether it's a bear market, whether it's a bull market, it doesn't matter to us. That is secondary. The thing is, what's important to us is being able to launch the project and to be able to show people we're moving in the right direction. There is progress that is being made. We are working on not only releasing this, but moving to the next project as well. So we wanted to be able to launch the pre-sale, and we did that on December 8th. Of course, the number 8 was relevant again. So when we looked at that, we said, that's a great opportunity to do that. Let's go ahead and do our pre-sale. We're only doing it for 2 weeks. And yeah, we've had a lot of great success on the pre-sale so far. Super happy with the results that I'm seeing from Unicrypt. And the thing is, if you spend some time and you look at our tokenomics and you look at everything, so much of our tokens are locked up. And we did that because we want to be able to protect the project, but more importantly, when we want to be able to protect the people who are buying 8Chain tokens and stuff. We don't want somebody doing rug pulls. We don't want somebody dumping all the tokens and stuff. And even during the pre-sale, yeah, you're still limited to 300 BUSD. So I think that gives you, yeah, whatever you decide to do, that's what your limit is. So it's a little bit of a well protection that we put in place to be able to do that. But the thing is, yeah, launching the token, yeah, we looked at the markets and we said, yeah, you know, the markets are down right now. We may not be able to get a lot of people that are into it, but honestly, the bear markets are the best opportunity for you to get in at a project at the beginning of the early stages. To me, you don't wait for the project to be successful to get involved with it. By that time, you've missed your window of opportunity. But at the same time, we don't promise people the world here. We promise people our efforts in building these projects and moving from one chain to the next chain. So when I looked at when are we going to launch, I said, well, we have to launch by the end of the year. So many people said, but it's the bear market. Okay, but why should that stop me from doing this? We said that we were going to launch by the end of the year. I want to honor my word and I want to honor our integrity of saying we're going to launch this by the end of the year. And yeah, if we don't get as many people buying because it's a bear market, that's okay. It's not going to stop us from building the next project and continuing to improve on what we're learning. When you start a company like this and you start a project of this magnitude, you learn so much. And honestly, there has been so much work that has went into getting us to this point. And I'm super proud of the team and all the other co-founders and everybody else because this truly is a passion for them. And they have worked so many hours on trying to build this, rebuild this, do this, change this, update this. And it's something that they never stop doing. So to me, I know their hearts are in the right place. And to me, for your project to be successful, you have to put your heart and your mind first. Don't worry about your wallet. If your mission is clear, everything else will appear. That's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to build these projects that will make a real world impact, but will bring everybody into this space and allow them to not only learn, but earn, but also to grow with their knowledge and to be able to say, there's a lot happening in this blockchain space. What's happening with the metaverse? What's happening with these things? You look at all the money that some of these big tech companies have, they're not even ready for the metaverse. So how can we say we're ready for the metaverse? But that doesn't stop us from building today. Yes, we don't have those resources that those companies got, but even the amount of resources that those companies have, they're still not even prepared for it. So what does that tell you about all the other projects? It's the passion behind it. And when I look at the bear markets, the people that get discouraged from the bear markets, and especially if you're building a project, then your heart's not in the right place. If you give up and you say, well, it's the bear markets, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, then you're just looking at it from a monetary compensation point. You're looking at it from, well, I'm probably going to lose money if I do this. It's okay. All is well. Continue to build, continue to explore, continue to add value to the space, continue to be able to say, what I do makes a difference. What we're working on makes a difference. When you look at Tesla, you look at Elon Musk in the very beginning. So many people did not want to take a chance on him. Even Apple turned him down. All these other companies turned him down. But yet his passion was bigger than any other thing. And the people now that want to go to work for Tesla or SpaceX, they go there because they believe in the project. They believe in the vision. They believe in what the mission is. They want to be part of that. They want to be involved with that. That's where the excitement comes in, that you're bigger, you're doing something bigger than you. So for me, when I look at the bear markets, this shows you who is really serious about being relevant in this space. And when I look at how much that we've had to endure over this last year, but yet we're still here and we're still launching our project. That says a lot about the drive and the integrity and the vision of the company. This is what we're trying to do. It's not going to make us millionaires. It's not going to make us rich overnight. And very few people get wealthy into crypto space overnight. This is a long-term project. This is something that you're trying to look at for the next 10 to 20 years easily. Get involved with it now. Even if you don't get involved with 8Chain, start learning about all these other projects. Start learning about something that is really maybe going to make a difference in several years from now. And believe in that and be part of that. Because right now, when you look at, less than 90% of the Philippines are into the blockchain space. That means we still have a lot of work ahead of us. We still have a whole another 90% of the population that we have to educate about this space. That's where the mission comes in. Make a real world impact with as many people as you can and bring as many people into this space. And whether they support your project or not, it's okay. As long as you add value to the people, as long as you taught them something. Maybe you just taught them the difference between a hardware wallet and a software wallet, or what the difference between, private keys and seed phrases, or this type of blockchain. Oh, yeah, there's an Ethereum blockchain. Oh, there's a Binance Smart Chain, Polygon blockchain. Maybe you taught people the difference between those. That means you added value to the space. That means you did something worthy of being commended for in this space. So, whether it's a bear market, bull market, it doesn't matter to us at 8Chain. We're going to still keep building because we believe in what we're doing.
Awesome. Great insights from you, Coach G, regarding the bear market. Oh, excuse me. So hopefully this answers your concern, Kevin Nguyen, regarding, on why are they doing the pre-sale during this downtrend or the bear market. So hopefully that you have learned coming from him. So thank you so much. And of course, I'm speaking of the pre-sale. So a question coming from Franzel Garcia. So we have like 6 more minutes to go before we end. So why did you choose to go pre-sale rather than a fair launch?
Well, the thing is, we have to continue to raise liquidity. Let's just be honest about why people do pre-sale projects. First of all, they're trying to raise liquidity as well. We have enough liquidity to support our project. But remember, we're also building a project after this. We're able to launch MaxRep. We're able to do the things that we need to do. But we're also raising liquidity to be able to launch the next project as well. So pre-sales are important. And at the same time, we also want to be able to give value to the community and say, okay, you have a 2-week opportunity to get so many tokens at a certain price before we actually go public. So in a way, it's also a way for you to reward the community. We have a lot of people in our Discord servers, people in our Twitter spaces and stuff, people that follow what it is that we want to do. This is also a way for us to say, okay, we're having a pre-sale. You can actually get a few more extra tokens if you participate in the pre-sale. This is also a way of us rewarding you for believing in the company and believing in what it is that we're trying to do here. But once we go public, we go public. And we're excited about that as well. And as the CEO and the people behind this project, we're already looking at the next project. So yes, let's go ahead and start trying to raise extra liquidity to start building the next project. This project is already built. This project is getting ready to launch. But we got another project. We got 7 more projects after this. So we will always be doing some kind of something in order to accelerate the projects. So I hope that answers your questions on why we're having a pre-sale.
All right. So thank you so much for that question, Franzel. Okay. Next question coming from one of my OGs, Cornelius V. So we have 4 minutes left. So his question for you, and I quote, which type of engine are you using for the game development? And did you build the characters in the game or you just bought it?
Okay, so the thing is, we haven't started building a game yet. That's part of one of our projects. What we built was MaxRep, which is just a workout app. Okay, so that is the one that's going to be launched first. That is the first chain. We also have plans to have a virtual casino. We also plan to do something in the gaming industry. But if you look at our white paper and you go to our website, look at our roadmap and all that as well, those projects are not here yet. So we do not have a gaming project yet, but that is something that we are going to be building in the future. But right now, our next project after this is more likely going to be for the NFT art collection. So that's going to be our second project. And then from there, we'll probably go to the 8Chain staking. So the gaming, because it takes a lot of work and a lot of development to design that, it's still probably at least another 2 years away before we do something in the gaming industry like that. So I hope that answers your question that, yeah, the first project being launched is not a game. It's an app to where, yeah, you're able to track your steps and you're able to earn cryptocurrency while you're doing that. But just like what I said before, we're looking to cater to all the community. So the gaming community is somebody that, yeah, we want to be able to build a great game for the gaming industry. But that is going to be some time away from now. But if you look at our roadmap, you look at our projects, yeah, play to earn is definitely going to be one of our industries that we will be tapping in the future.
All right, so hopefully this answers your question, Cornelius V. So thank you so much. So we have 2 more minutes to go. So we might entertain one more here. Coming from Dark Ninja. So his question for you, Coach G, and I quote, are you intending to leverage AI in any way in your project, given how widely it is used right now?
Yeah, I mean, we have to take all that into consideration, you know, and especially the ultimate goal here, like I said, is to eventually build toward the metaverse. And of course, we know that everybody who's involved in this project, yeah, it's going to be a lot of tech involved, a lot of AI. It's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be involved in these future projects as well. This is something that, yeah, we have to be able to build it like that. But with the first project, yeah, you know, we didn't have to really use so much AI or any of that. This was more about just using the hardware and interactive, you know, with the software. And the great thing is, yeah, you know, we just submitted our apps to Apple and to the Google. So we're just waiting to get we finished up the beta testing with that. So we're just waiting to get the final approval from Google and also Apple. So we can have it launched and yeah, have it readily available for people. But AI is definitely something that is going to be an integral part of what it is we're building in the future. You cannot ignore that, especially with how you're going to be able to interact within the metaverse in the future. Yeah, virtual reality is going to become a reality. And anybody who has played around with a little bit of virtual reality understands that even though it's still in the infancy stages, it's pretty remarkable. And to be able to say that we're going to be able to interact within this virtual world, yeah, it's going to be amazing. And there will be a lot of AI and stuff. But if you're looking at our roadmap, you're looking at our projects, that's going to be one of the last projects that we build. You're talking almost 8 years from now. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of tech. But the thing is, we know what we're building toward, and we know eventually that, yeah, we're going to have to make our entry into that space. So that's why we have started building as early as now to prepare ourselves for what's coming in the next 8 years. So yeah, I hope that kind of answers your question, and great questions from everybody tonight, man. You guys are spot on.
Yeah, so you've heard it from Coach G itself. So thank you so much, everyone, especially to Dark Ninja. So this wraps up our AMA session with the community. So since we are running out of time, so sorry to say that we cannot cater all of the questions that you have, despite that you've got so many great questions, guys. So
Yeah,
I
they
thank you
do.
so much for participating. So once again, the best question will take home $100 worth of MaxRep mystery box. Okay. And now for the revelation of the consolation prizes, of course, which is coming from me. So I will be giving away 5 USD each for the other top 4 questions. Okay, 5 USD as a consolation. Okay. So that's coming from yours truly, Nomad Fury. Okay. So before we wrap this up, Coach G, do you have any parting words for our amazing subscribers and viewers who are tuning in right now?
Yeah, I just want to, first of all, I want to respect and honor everybody that attended the session tonight. You guys are amazing, and it's people like you guys that make it easy for us. You make it exciting for us each and every day. I love these AMA events, because not only do you get so many interesting questions, but you also learn. And that's the thing. You have to be open to reverse mentoring. People that are here, we learn from the Gen Zers. We learn from the millennials. We learn from every generation. Everybody brings something to the table. And that's what I love about these events. And it's just, I don't know, it gives me so much satisfaction to know that so many people are excited about not only what we're doing, but what everybody else is doing. And I think when you look at it, that saying, "Wog me, we're all going to make it." Everybody truly encourages and supports everybody's projects, because when one person makes it, we all make it. We all feel that, yeah, I'm so glad that that project had success. I feel that I was part of that because, yeah, when they first started out, we were one of the sponsors, we were one of the partners. You just feel so much satisfaction knowing that you grew with the projects as they continue to build. So my advice to everybody here is, first of all, thank you guys for, attending the session tonight. Continue educating yourself about the space, continue looking at all projects, and just continue to add value to other people. Educate people about the space, because we have so much work ahead of us in what we're doing. And I just want to give a shout out to all the partners of 8Chain, which we have a ton. Thank you guys so much for all your support, especially from the very beginning, to continue to get us to this point. But let's continue to build these projects. Let's continue to be one of the flagship projects of the Philippines. And let's put this on the global stage. Let's show people what we're capable of building here in the Philippines, and showing everybody that we're going to lead the way in the future. So Nomad Fury, Marami Salamat there, pare. Thank you so much for having me on the AMA event tonight. Truly an honor. And I truly look forward to just saying, yeah, I love how you add value to the space by having these events, being able to talk to projects, being able to talk to people that are building within this space. You're doing an amazing job. You have an amazing audience. You have an amazing following, and continue to just add value and serve the communities, brother, because we need people like you to be able to bring the news about what's being built. So thank you so much, and marami salamat.
Yeah, you too. Thank you as well. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our special guest for tonight's AMA. We have the 8Chain CEO, Coach G. So once again, Coach G, thank you so much for your time here with us. Thank you. Maraming
Thank you,
salamat.
guys. Marami salamat. Good night, guys.
Yes, and also I would like to thank all of our subscribers and viewers who are tuning in to our live AMA right now with Coach G. So if you have any questions, just simply head over to their official social media channels. And of course, regarding the announcement of the winners, guys, so please head over to my official Telegram, okay? So that is Nomad Fury Official. So that is my Telegram. So that's where we'll be able to announce the winners. And of course, the winners will be decided by the 8Chain team, okay? So once again, the best question will take home $100 worth of MaxRep mystery box, and 4 consolation prizes, for the 4 consolation prizes, that is 5 BUSD for the top 4 AMA questions, okay? So once again, guys, thank you so much for your time here tonight, okay? And also, I would like to make a little bit of shout out, to the 8Chain Philippines team, and also the Web3 Philippines and the Cebu Blockchain Group. So hello, guys. And also, just a little bit of promotion. So we have an event in Cebu, a year-end event in Cebu, that is a Web3 Lounge that will be on December 17, Saturday, 6 p.m. at the End Space Cebu. So if you are in Cebu that time, I'm inviting you guys to come to our year-end event, okay? So yeah, that's how it is for today. And of course, don't forget to smash the subscribe button, hit like, and turn on the notification bell for more videos, AMAs, and so much more, okay? So, from my freaking home studio, this is Jeff, aka Nomad Fury, and I'll see you all again next time. Thank you, everybody.